Hello. Can anybody hear me? Actually, no, because nobody knows I'm here. But anyway, this is my welcome video. I'm starting this channel. I'm testing out my microphone. So welcome. Basically, I decided at the start of quarantine that I was going to start writing in my journal, which I know is good for me, but I never do. So I started writing in my journal, and that was lovely. And then I thought, "Hey, you know what? Maybe I could share what I've been writing to myself and put it out there for pretty much no one to see or hear." Um, but at least I know it's out there. So here I am. I finally geez, how long have we been in quarantine? I'm finally starting this channel. It also helps that I got a nice fancy microphone. So I'm putting it to use, testing it out. So as you can see, you can't see me, and I suspect I will never be on camera, um, for reasons, and nothing too controversial, yeah, so I'm probably not gonna disclose very much about myself and yet share my deepest thoughts and feelings at the same time, so in some ways, you'll get to know me better than anyone, maybe better than I know myself, yeah, so I'm one of those weirdos that actually love quarantine. I obviously I don't love the reason why we're in quarantine, but I love this situation for me. Um, Let me tell you a story. So ever since I'd say around college, I had this fantasy of going to jail, and no, it's not for sexy reasons. I wanted to go to prison. Why, you might ask? Because I wanted to be forced to be alone. I needed because I couldn't just sort of like go into a room and be by myself and stay there without interruption, either me venturing out or someone barging in. Um, I felt that I needed to be in a place where I was forced to be sequestered from the world. And my Yeah, I wanted, like, this time to be by myself, be with myself. I also have a rehab fantasy. I wanna go to rehab and be sort of forced to look at myself, um, without distractions of the outside world or substances or whatever. Not that I indulge in a lot of substances, but I also wanted therapy every day. That's my fantasy, is to be rich enough where I can go to therapy every day. Like Vivian Vance, I heard she had therapy every day. Vivian Vance was Ethel from I Love Lucy. I don't know why I know that, but she wasn't, going to therapy because she was having a great time. Like, she was under such stress on the set of I Love Lucy that she went to therapy every day because she felt it was like necessary not to freak out. Um, and I thought, "Oh my god, that sounds wonderful. I wanna go to therapy every day because I actually like therapy. So I would love to be in rehab or prison, as you do. Yeah, so when this quarantine thing started, I was like, "Oh my god, it's my prison fantasy. My prison fantasy is coming true. I'm forced to be alone for, like, the safety of myself and others." At one point, it's kind of legally mandated that I had to basically keep to myself. And I was like, hallelujah, like, this is perfect. And what I wanted to do when I was alone was, like I said, force myself to look at myself. And I felt the best way to do that was through writing, journaling. And so I've been writing and stuff, but, not as and also reading. I wanted to read a lot. And so oddly enough, I couldn't do either of those things. I didn't quite fully take advantage of the situation, but obviously there's still time to do that. So I Yeah, so I'm trying to take a look at myself, and also when one looks at oneself. Oh, my computer wants to restart. My computer is like, "Yeah, bitch, stop talking." Um, When one looks at oneself, there's a need to look outside of yourself as well. Find something in common with other people. Find, realize that we're all, really the same on a certain level. Um, and so a lot of the writing I was doing when I did write was well, at the time I was going through a romantic issue, and I don't think you all want to hear about that right now, but um I wrote about that a lot. And I didn't wanna just sit around writing about, so and so. I was writing about why did I care about so and so? Why was this problem in this non-relationship causing me so much pain? And so I thought, "Oh, maybe some of this stuff that I'm realizing and unearthing could be of use to other people, because 'cause I've done something kind of like this before, and other people seem to relate." So it's mutually beneficial, I think, to express these things for myself and other people who might relate. Anyway, so that was the idea. I was going to go on this platform, and express myself, and mostly for myself, because obviously no one else is here. And it's probably going to be that way for quite some time, which I'm okay with. Um, the thing is, when I thought, okay, I was like setting up the channel, which was a bit ago, the world fell apart again in other ways. And basically the Black Lives Matter thing happened, and it froze me. And um I thought talking about my dumb relationship crap and childhood, whatever, whatever. I thought, oh, that is so irrelevant right now. I can't just talk about that fluff. And well, I guess I should mention, oh, by the way, I am Black. A lot of people are surprised by that. In my profession, people hear me and don't see me, so, they assume that I'm not Black, let's put it that way, and so, yes, I am, and so I wasn't just some Karen who was like, "Oh, gee, that's really tough for them, I'm sorry." No, this is a personal experience, and, I felt I was frozen. I didn't wanna talk about it, and I'll go into that in a minute in a different video. This was my introductory video. So, the reason why I didn't make this channel for a while is because I was frozen, because I was so overwhelmed by the feelings of that situation, and I didn't wanna talk about it, and I thought, "Well, I can't talk about the other crap, but I don't wanna talk about this stuff either," so I just didn't talk. I didn't write, I didn't talk, I didn't do anything for a while. Um but the scab is sort of developing over that wound, and so I'm sort of reemerging from that depression that came with that. But I'll go into that later. So, in conclusion, thank you for coming. This was my introduction. I am Dear Corona Diary. So this is my thoughts and feelings during this time. And I'll be back. See you later. Mucho, mucho amor.